Good morning. It is Sunday, January 18th. How are we already 18 days into January? I don't know. Time is going way too fast. I wanted to do another what I made this week in crochet, and I realized I actually only ended up crocheting through 3 days this week, but I did want to give an update on my flower bouquet because that was the first thing I've been working on, and then I've been doing my first pattern test, so I'm really excited to talk about that as well. So that will be last, but let's talk about the flower bouquet that's coming along nicely, I think. So I ended up, my first three, I think I talked about these in my last week one, with my straws. I do not like paper straws, so I like to repurpose them when I get them in takeout meals. So flower stems, very fun, and they worked. These were the three I think that I showed last week. I don't remember if I had any with the actual skewers, but these ones fit really nicely in this jar, and these ones, they fit nice in there too. I just realized that I have to trim up the end of this one because he's a little funky. It didn't stick very well to the bottom. But so I did realize while I was doing these that I do like the taller ones more fluffed out, like these two in comparison. I like this one a lot more than I like that one. These two are kind of in the middle of what they look like. But I did finish this ball of yarn. I actually hated the texture of this, which I do believe I also mentioned last week. The texture of this yarn is super yucky, so I'm very happy to say that this ball, done. Very, very happy to say that. So there is two more of these ones, so I got a total of 3 flowers out of this pink yucky yarn, and then I have 4 flowers with this yarn right now. And that yarn, I still have this ball of it, which I believe I could get a whole other flower if I do a longer one like this again. I say that as if you could actually see that in the frame. If I do a longer one like this one compared to one of the shorter ones, I believe I could use this entire ball. So then that would be my 3rd ball of yarn done this year, and it's only the 18th of January, so I'm really proud of that. I've been trying to do a stash busting because I've accumulated a lot of yarn, and I'm not complaining about it. I absolutely love it. It gives me something really fun to do. I've really come into enjoying my crochet as a really nice meditative hobby. I used to just do crystal jewelry or stuff like that, like wire wrapping, to be meditative flow state, and then I accumulated so much. I believe when I had done my inventory last on the crystal jewelry that I had, I want to say about 70 crystal necklaces that I had wire wrapped. I have about 50 pairs of earrings, and I think I still have about 26 crystal rings. So I've been trying to sell those off on my marketplace, and it's been working. I can't say it hasn't been. I've been posting things for literally anywhere from $5 to $20 just to try and, mainly because I really want to go away from it. I don't mind the extra income it gives me through my marketplace, but I really don't want to focus on having a handmade business. I really enjoy for me it takes the joy out of creating, and that stresses me out. I don't want to have ready-made products and stuff on hand anymore. I feel like my house just gets cluttered and it overwhelms me knowing how much I just kind of have sitting there. So I have a lot of craft supplies to go through this year. I have a full Rubbermaid of yarn. I have 3 drawers in my sewing desk filled with yarn, and I have a massive paper bag full of yarn as well, and I'm not complaining about it at all. Please do not think that I am. I just have accumulated a lot, and I haven't done as much with it as I would like. So we're going project by project, and this project is coming along very nicely. So while I do have the one ball, my little ball for the flowers, I do have another whole ball of that yarn. What is this anyway? Silver lined, multi-dyed baby Bouquet needle crafters, 100% polyester. These are 50 gram balls. I do believe these are supposed to be knitting yarns, by the way. I hate them for crochet, but because they're in my collection and I'm stubborn as a mule, I had to use them. So I have a whole ball of that yet left that I need to figure out what I want to do, because I don't want to just keep throwing in flowers. And I could probably experiment with a new flower type, but for now we're working on these funky ones. And I do still have a lot of this ball of the cotton yarn that I've been using to line the skewers. I'm having brain farts, okay? It's Sunday morning. I'm exhausted. This weekend has been a wild ride, and I'm just very tired. I had a fall Friday night at work, so like my leg is really sore and bruised up. It's okay. It's just bruises. But when you're dealing with a slight injury and your monthly cycle and the winter blues and everything all at once, your body just doesn't know what to do, and I'm exhausted. And it's only 18 days into January. I've literally been back to work for 2 weeks and I just want to crash. But we're on days this week, so I'm excited because now I have my afternoons to crochet, and I really like doing that, so I can like just chill after work, do some projects, and not have to worry about it. But so this one we are working on getting through with the flowers, but then I also want to try and do some crocheted leaves so that I could do on the skewers as well, and like have leaves coming out of them or have them as their own like a skewer, so I could have like a skewer, and instead of flowers at the top I'd have a couple leaves coming off to do like some green filler for up at the top, or maybe even just like a different type of foliage so that it just adds a little bit more dimension. Because like while I love how they look together, I just feel like it needs a little bit more at the top with something different than just pink and purple. I think it really does need some leaves up in here where it would look really nice, like coming out the top. I don't know, and I was thinking maybe I could use like some wire to build like a foundation up off the top of the skewer so that the leaves would actually come out taller than the flowers would. I think that would look really cool, but that's going to be some fiddling around to do. But I think it'll work, so we'll see. But I do want this one done. I'm not a fan of this texture in my hands either. I've realized I'm extremely picky with how the yarn I work with feels in my hand. And when I don't like them, I just want to get rid of them as quickly as possible because I don't want to do anything else with them. But that is the bouquet project so far, and I'm really proud of this too because I'm just winging things. Like I'm just trying to have fun, and so far it's working. I really do enjoy this, and like I mentioned in my last video, I haven't received flowers since like 2020, and that's just, I needed a happier memory with flowers because the last time I got flowers was when my first cat died, and that was a really traumatic experience. So having something that is made out of love instead of given out of grief makes me feel a lot better about it, if that makes any sense. Probably doesn't. If it does, I'm glad you guys get it, but if it doesn't, just ignore everything I've said. But I have been doing my first pattern test, and I'm really excited about this because I learned a new stitch. It's called a lemon peel stitch, which for some reason I never thought of putting different stitches in the same row outside of like building a leaf. So this is the yarn that I'm using. It's called a lemon peel stitch, and I've decided to pick bright yellow so I can have a lemon sweater vest because I thought that was just really cute and really funny. But I am, I think, on my 23rd row of it. I fell asleep in the middle of the night last night in the middle of a row, which free will, you don't have to finish your row, okay? If you're tired, just stop what you're doing. Put a clip in it, okay? And just go to bed. I'm actually surprised I managed to get a clip in it because I fell asleep on the couch. So, knowing me, I probably... No! My cat must have gotten a hold of this last night, and he's got yarn stitches pulled out along the edge. Oh no. I'm actually so disappointed. Of course he would do that. I have a tabby rescue and he's a freaking asshole sometimes. And even with this being rolled up and on something else, I did come out this morning to him having this pulled off of the ball, but I didn't check it yet. Well, at least, okay, so that is going to have to go on the back side of the project now. Oh, this freaking bugger. So, okay, so the front side of it looks great still. It's just that edge. Reminder to cat owners, don't leave your yarn anywhere that they could potentially get it. Mine is a jumper, and I should have known he would have still gotten at this. It's okay. It's okay. So, yeah, we're on, like, I believe 20... That's 20, 21, 22. Okay, so we are on the 23rd row. And the pattern, I was supposed to do 25 to get it a certain length, but I will probably end up doing a couple more. Although I'm realizing now, I definitely feel like I maybe did that aloud. No, we're good. If it's a little bulky, it's okay. I picked a color that if I wanted, I could wear a white, like a blouse underneath as like a layering piece, so that it would look really nice with like a Peter Pan collar, or just a collared white blouse underneath of it, because it's just a sweater vest. So if I layer it, I can wear it in multi-seasons. But so yeah, it's a lemon peel stitch and it just looks so zesty. So the pattern that I'm testing is the lemon peel sweater vest by Lala B Crochet on Instagram and YouTube, I believe. I am pretty sure she has a YouTube as well. I will go check though, just in case, because I do want to make sure that she's credited for this. I was so excited that this got to be my first pattern testing. I've never gotten the opportunity or really had the balls to reach out to do a pattern test because I'm so new to crochet. And I did have to reach out to one of my friends who crochets and knits a little bit or not a little bit, but I had to reach out to her to ask about one of the lines because I hadn't heard that term before where you do like a double crochet decrease. I didn't understand that, so she sent me a tutorial on how to do that. So up next, after we finish the bottom of it, we are doing the straps up for the vest. And I'm hoping I can get at least the front panel done for today. I have until next Sunday to get this finished, so this is going to be the project of the week. So I will make sure that I am doing some little snippets in between now and like when I finish it, and then I'll do like a nice video for it when it's done on Sunday. But this is the project of the week. We're gonna have it done no matter what. I have dedicated out at least 3 hours over the next week every day after work to do it. I work until 3 and my husband cooks dinner for me, so I'm going to come home, shower, and work on this until I can't do it anymore. My hands hurt. But I do absolutely adore this yarn. This is one of the 6 balls of yarn my stepdad and bonus mom and little brother got me for Christmas, and I love it. I'm actually pretty sure he picked out this color. My little brother did. He picked out this one, and they also got me a blue and gray colors too. They got me 2 skeins of each, and there's so much yarn. I'm actually pretty sure that this ball alone is not even gonna like, I won't be finished by the time I'm done this sweater. Like, I think there's more in this yarn ball than there is in the sweater pattern. I'm having some major brain farts right now, I guess. But yeah, so that's my plan for today. I've got my dishes done already. I have to sweep, fold laundry, you know, your basic Sunday stuff that you do as an adult. And then I have to do groceries. I have somebody coming from Marketplace to pick something up, so when she comes, I can go and do my outside running around. I need to shower and do my hair. I say do my hair, I'm literally just blow drying it so that it doesn't get super frizzy. Which, if you struggle, if you have straight, fine hair and you find that you're struggling with a lot of frizz, especially during the winter, and you try to air dry your hair, I'm going to be honest with you right now, put your blow dryer on a low heat setting, or cold setting if you prefer. I cannot do cold on my hair in the winter because I just feel like I'm going to end up getting sick, which is stupid, but that's how I feel. So I do the lowest heat setting on my $5 blow dryer that I got at the thrift store, and I just use my basic hairbrush and I just blow dry it so it's dry. And I've noticed that my frizz and my static is not so bad in the winter. I do also use a hair oil now, like not now, but I use a hair oil on my hair and it has really helped your frizz. So if that is something you're struggling with as a thin-haired girly, blow dry your hair, okay? Stop letting it air dry because your air drying is actually what's making it so bad. And no, heat is not always bad for your hair. It's bad for your hair if you do it every single day, and if you're not using a hair oil or any type of protectant, and if you are using the highest settings, okay? A low heat blow dry 2 to 3 times a week is not going to damage your hair, okay? Trust me. But with that being said, I'm going to let you guys go. I have some more stuff to get done for the day, and I'm going to get some more work done. I would like to at least get the front panel of this done today. These were so fun, and I love this, and I'm so excited to see how this looks when it's done and styling it. I'm really happy that this is going to be my first clothing piece of the year because it's yellow. I'm going to be my own lemon, and I think that is super cute. So I will make sure to film some updates for you guys throughout the week of me finishing it, and I will make sure to get Lala B's handles, so if you want to see her YouTube tutorials or get this pattern when she releases it, you can find her and get it for yourself, because like how cute is just, it's stunning. It's so zesty, and with the yellow, I just love it. With that being said, this channel has kind of taken itself through a crochet turn, and I'm not mad about it. I feel like this is a much better use of my channel than the random yap sessions. I do still like to talk about like food and stuff and weight loss and even low income financial stuff, but I feel like the crochet turn is better for my mental health and is less stressful. I don't know. Either way, if that's the kind of stuff you want to see, I'm definitely aiming more towards crochet content this year than weight loss or financial. I'm trying to just have a peaceful year, and I work full-time now. I don't exactly want to be stressing myself out more. But if you want to see some more crochet content, or if you want to see the results of this and come back next week, feel free to subscribe. Leave a comment if you are another crocheter or even a crafter of what current projects you're working on. I'd love to know I don't know if YouTube lets you add pictures to your comments, but if it does, please send me whatever you're working on. I would love to see it. I feel like we just need more crafting in our lives in 2026. So with that being said, I love y'all, and I hope you guys have a lovely Sunday and a safe week. I don't know if you guys are getting snow. We are currently getting more snow. Hopefully it doesn't melt and freeze again, but if you're where there's snow, drive safe, okay? Leave 20 minutes earlier, drive a little slower, get to where you need to get alive. All right, love y'all. Bye.